Welcome to Totaled Lab. Today, we're exploring a very interesting case, a severely rusted Shelby GT500. While at first glance, this is a car restoration project, the real story lies in understanding the economics behind total loss decisions, the reasoning of insurance companies, and what it truly costs to bring a car back to life. This GT500 arrived in extremely poor condition. Rust covers the body panels, the chassis shows signs of corrosion, the engine bay is dusty and worn, and every visible part tells the story of long-term neglect. At this stage, its market value is around $25,000. Most casual viewers might think, why not just fix it? But insurance companies don't make decisions based on looks alone. They analyze costs, risk, and long-term liabilities. To understand why, let's consider how insurers calculate total loss. When a car is damaged, the insurer estimates the cost to repair it fully. If the repair cost exceeds a certain percentage of the vehicle's market value, they declare it a total loss. In most states or regions, this threshold ranges between 70 to 80%. For this GT500, preliminary repair estimates already surpass that threshold. Even a perfect restoration would not change the fact that the initial repair cost is higher than the car's market value. Insurance companies have multiple considerations beyond just repair cost. First, there's risk and liability. A rusted car may have structural weaknesses that aren't immediately visible. Even if the car is restored, the probability of future mechanical failures is higher, which could lead to additional claims. Second, there's resale and salvage value. Cars declared total loss typically receive a salvage title, which lowers their resale value regardless of restoration. Insurers anticipate these long-term financial consequences when making decisions. Now, let's talk about the restoration itself. The process involves disassembling the car, treating and removing rust chemically, sanding and polishing the surfaces, repairing the engine, and replacing severely damaged panels. Paint and finishing work complete the visual transformation. For this GT500, total restoration costs approximately $40,000, with parts accounting for $18,000, labor around $15,000, and paint plus finishing $7,000. Even for collectors, the market may not recoup these expenses. This is where the debate gets interesting. Many car enthusiasts argue that insurance companies are too conservative, calling cars total losses prematurely. They claim a well-restored vehicle can exceed its prior market value, especially iconic models like a GT500. On the other hand, insurers must consider risk across thousands of vehicles, and their guidelines are designed to prevent financial exposure. This creates tension between individual opportunity and institutional risk management. Another factor influencing insurance decisions is regional repair costs and parts availability. Exotic or high-performance vehicles often have expensive or hard-to-source parts. Labor costs for specialized repairs are higher. The insurer calculates these costs up front, and if the sum exceeds their threshold, declaring total loss is safer financially. This explains why, in practice, many vehicles that could theoretically be restored are still written off. Even after restoration, the car's history remains critical. Salvage titles stay attached to the vehicle, informing future buyers and insurers about its past. While visually flawless, the car is never considered identical to an undamaged model in terms of financial and insurance evaluations. This impacts resale, loans, and coverage for future incidents, making the insurance perspective very different from the enthusiast's view. Now, looking at the GT500 post-restoration, the transformation is visually impressive. Panels shine, engine looks pristine, and the interior is restored to factory specifications. But the financial reality remains. Total restoration cost far exceeds the pre-damage market value. Understanding these numbers is essential for anyone considering restoring a totaled car. You can't just rely on aesthetics. Economics and insurance rules define the true value. For our viewers, this case highlights several key lessons. First, Always evaluate repair costs versus vehicle market value before starting restoration. Second, understand insurance thresholds in your region. Third, recognize that total loss declarations are not arbitrary. They are calculated decisions balancing repair costs, risk, and potential future liabilities. And finally, know that even the best restoration does not erase the vehicle's history or salvage title impact. Some argue insurance companies could adopt more flexible approaches for iconic vehicles or limited editions, allowing restoration for cars with collector appeal. However, insurers have to standardize decisions for fairness, consistency, and risk mitigation across all claims. The debate between enthusiasts and insurers is ongoing, and cases like this GT500 illustrate why these discussions are so important. In conclusion, this Shelby GT500 demonstrates more than just mechanical skill. It tells the story of how repair costs, insurance considerations, salvage rules, and market dynamics intersect. Restoration alone is not enough to guarantee financial or insurance outcomes. By combining visual restoration with careful analysis of cost and insurance, we gain a complete understanding of what it really takes to revive a totaled car, and why insurers often make seemingly conservative but financially logical decisions. If you enjoyed this full analysis, make sure to like and subscribe to Totaled Lab. We'll continue exploring more cars, restoration projects, and the real stories behind insurance, value, and automotive economics.